Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 on Oakfield Farm. So I've made the decision I'm just going to do Oakfield to round out the end of the week. It's going to be the easiest for me to know what I'm doing and stay on top of. So here we are. This tractor right in front of us. I downloaded it from the mod hub. We got a few mods yesterday, so Wednesday you can see when I'm recording this. And I thought, kind of looks like one of the big Massey Fergusons. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, IMT did get a lot of the blueprints and licensing to be able to remanufacture Massey's under a different name. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen like a state in American Massey this physically big. It's a big machine. And just because I always have had a oddball tractor on Oakfield, I had the Curvets, we had the Russian, Ukraine, whatever one it is, tractor. I'm tempted to put this on here. I don't know though, because looking over it, and I could probably do a mod review on this to be honest with you, it's decent, but in some areas it's a case of, questionable. Some of the stuff that I don't particularly care for, and it's not nitpicking here, it's just screams out like the back end, it just seems very bland, flat, nothing there. No doubt there will be more details, probably they've tried to do this to cut down polys. But in cases like this, where it's missing details and just looks bland, and maybe put some in. Move up to sort of interior-wise. The FOV on the camera seems like you are gangster leaning out that back window. It seems like you're really far back in the seat. It just doesn't feel right. It could do with being in more. I don't think it has. So it does have mirrors, which don't work, so it's an unfinished model. That's the vibe I'm getting, actually. That just really rounds it off to what I'm saying here. It feels very unfinished. And the reason I actually downloaded this so quick is because I've got a feeling it'll be taken off the mod hub relatively quick. It doesn't seem finished. Like, the camera could definitely do being pulled forward a tad. Yes, I know you can do that if you're on PC with your FOVs and stuff like that, but default here. Yeah. That's my thoughts on it. I'm tempted to run it, see what you guys think, just as an oddball, see how it performs for a little while. Let me know on that one, guys. Definitely be interested to see your guys' opinion on it. Potentially a good machine. I don't know. Potentially. So, from yesterday's video, where I just did a quick and dirty video, everything as far as all of that stuff goes is still the same, from what I understand. So, no change as far as that goes. So we have got the combine ready. Well, we've got a field to harvest, field to fertilise. We've got this one to finish fertilising, if you guys remember. We were actually on the course for that. Not courseplay course, geez, the GPS course, so I'll just load that up quick. As far as, okay, remaking it, auto width. And that on, back. Oh yeah, there's no tracks, so can't. It'd be like, I really need to save these courses when I do make them. I really do. There we go, we got that going now. So I'll read a few of you guys' comments out. Apparently the thumbnail didn't save last night. I went to bed fairly early, so I guess I didn't pay attention to make sure the thumbnail saved, but I don't care. So, we've got 4 comments in total. B&W, or B&W Roman Ag videos. I knew silent, oh really? Okay. Guys, if you're going to come onto my videos and try and promote yourself, your comment's going to get removed and you're going to be banned from the title. That's bullshit. Earn your subscriptions yourself. Don't feed off of other channels. If you needed to feed off of other channels to advertise your stuff, your content is obviously a pile of shit. Don't do that. Seriously, come on now. Totally understand your position. Like to share the video, hope it helps. Catch time when you got some. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Flatbeard the Pirate. Sorry about your family member. Just lost one myself, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. And then Riley in with first. There you go. 3 comments after removing the trash one. Okay, next line. Yeah, as of today, like, unfortunately, which is the sucky part for Jess, on Monday, she used her last day off work, you guys know she's a school teacher, to take me in for my medical. Then, obviously, this happens on Tuesday, so she took the day off then, unpaid. I don't know what the going rate is in the UK for teachers being paid, but let me tell you, over here, they... Whoa, look at the flickering going on that mirror. They make quite a bit of money. She hasn't got a contract or anything like this. It's up in the air if she'll have a position next year as far as a classroom to teach, but I've gone into that loosely in the past. But the teachers get paid very well over here for what they do, for what they put up with. They get paid very well. So she lost a good amount of money, but family comes first, right? So she's at work today. Her mum is off work up at the hospital. I believe her mum's brother, is at work. There's only so much you can do, right, in this situation. It's a waiting game. She's a fighter. Another person that's in hospital. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too many details, just guys don't need to know. But she's a fighter. She's stubborn, very stubborn, but she's a fighter, so she could pull through. There's a higher chance that she won't, so yeah, I'll take that as it comes. If all of a sudden there's next to no videos and no streams, you guys know why. It could be back end of the week, it could be next week, it may not be for a long ass time. Hell, I could have a job by that point. Which, probably, very likely. So, actually, get back, nuke the lines, should have saved it, but oh well. Go back to the GPS window, open that up, show lines, switch that off. And we are out of here. Yeah, I think I need to up the spray rate, because I didn't use much at all. If I could get it down where it uses like half of the spray on the field, I think that'll be okay. What we'll do is we'll pull this around over here. I do plan on doing some harvesting today. So the bull plan is... And I haven't done it yet, I haven't seeded the field, and I thought I did, so it's actually probably a saving grace, but I think I started seeding it yesterday, which may have screwed everything up. Let's see if I did. I forget what I did now. With me not thinking, yeah. This field was actually going to be half corn, half of silage. So yes, I know it's the same plant, but I was literally going to do half corn, half silage. Obviously, I've started to seed it now. I am going to continue to seed it in what we have. Maybe I'll just end up doing it in a different field. I don't know. I like this field because it's close. So we shall see. We shall see on that one. So we'll get course play, nearest waypoint, drive course. Alright, that's good to go. This was in the workshop because there is a new bumper that got put up onto the mod hub, and I'm not usually one for these, but I was like, how do you attach it? So I was looking in the stores, couldn't find it. Opened up the XML to find out that it's actually when you buy a machine. So we'll go to the fence, and it adds it in here, add bumper, not mounted. Bam, mounted. I think you can add this to mods. I will have to do some digging to see if I can find out how, because I kind of like the look at times. And of course, you can add weights to it. So if we go to this, you can add a full rack of weights of 160 Gs, 1.6 ton, all the way down 1.4, 1.2, 900 kilo, 700 kilo, and just the bumper itself. Looks pretty cool. I question if you can still use the 3-point up front though. But it's only on stocking game tractors right now. I was actually going to look at adding it to this, which, yes, this is a in-game tractor, but it has been modified so the camera moves up and down with the seat. You've seen a lot of tractors do that. I feel Giant should really look into that, because it does add the immersion. It's not too aggressive where you get motion sick. if you suffer from motion sickness and you get motion sick with the seat going up and down like that, you probably get motion sick just driving in the game. From experience with people that get motion sick from stuff like this, aka the missus, Jess, she can get motion sick real quick from stuff. Okay, so harvesting. We will jump in the harvester and take it to back where it came from, up at the top there. We'll probably give it some diesel. Okay. Really? Is that actually stuck? Psych. Alright, we'll get this some diesel. Actually kind of reminded me the fact that we still have our truck here that can't make it up the hill. Now, can I do some funky business to get it up the hill to sell up at the store? Well, actually, I'll fast forward time like no tomorrow, so we will have to see if it's going to the same spot. What's it even in it? I forget. Soybeans. Soybeans, Empire Stores, other end. That actually may not be too bad at all. And I can hear the people now, "Ah, if you had followed me, you could use..." Yes, I know. The reason I don't use follow me right now is because the keyboard on the laptop is foo bad. Still need to get the keyboard that people actually put money in for through Super Chats the last month. Actually, a couple of months ago now. Which I will be doing soon enough, don't worry. Now, hopefully it will be able to climb this hill. I don't know if it will. I still need to mess with the truck. I just completely forgot about it. Which wasn't inevitable, let's be honest here. I will make this truck great so I can actually use it. What I can do here, though, I can ride up on the dirt, and hopefully that'll be better. I need to look into the tyre options and stuff like that and see if there's a way of making traction on those. I don't know. This truck has so much potential of being an absolute awesome little rig. See, this hill is more... It looks steep, and it is steep, but it's more gentle, I think. We'll see. I've got the diff locks on. I should run right up the edge of the field here. If I kill crop, I don't care. We were doing 11 mile an hour, doing on some of the steepest section. Now we're up a good chunk of the way. Uh, 3 mile an hour. We're building speed again. Now, if I was on the road, I don't think I would have made it. I think it would have slipped. I'll ease my way over to the road, we'll see. Should be home free now, though. Start building more speed. If we get to 9 mile an hour, there it is. 10 mile an hour, the flux coming off. But I think I was sort of talking with everyone during the streams. We come into the conclusion that it's probably the torque going to the wheels that we need to mess with now. But I don't want to do it crazy because I love the way it handles as it is. Like, it's still slow at accelerating. I don't want a rocket ship. So it's me going to be learning on the torque side of things to tweak it. But this unloaded, it's... Obviously, it's absolutely fine. but we got 50 ton of grain on the arse end, including the trailer. Which, this being probably a silage trailer more than anything, not a typical grain bulker, you would never fill it to that. It would be really nice if we had a decent English grain bulker trailer put into the game. Now, I know there's one up there that's been updated, but I think that still holds a good, sort of quite a large amount of grain. So that's 59,660. Now, as far as the animals go on here, I will cheat them in because we had them on the old game save, if you guys remember, so I'm not too worried about that. As per, we'll leave this parked up here. Actually, we could take it back around there, but for now, what we'll do is we'll get this ready to go. The header, I believe, is down here. We'll get this in the field, at least harvest them. Yeah, there is that. Probably going to need to move that trailer, actually. The trailer, which will get shoved in there, but probably never used. We'll see. Just got hung up on it. There we go. Alright, Bacon's on, we are good to go. This is going to be very much a driving episode, I think. We're only 60 minutes in, so we've got plenty of time. Now, 33 I know is ready to harvest, 29 is as well, so we'll probably go 33 to 29. 33, I can't remember what we've got in it. I think it may be canola or something. Low yielding, high money crop. That'll be good. Even though it shouldn't be because they go stupidly slow. And we're off to the races. Yeah, I should have gone in front of it. That's what I mean with the AI traffic. I know I've said this, being a dead horse with a stick here, but they should go faster than... they must go around 21, 22 mile an hour. And I've said this, if they go 30 mile an hour, maybe 35, yes, there are some tractors that obviously go faster than that in the game, stock. But most of the tractors, most of the machines, do probably under that. Especially the bigger stuff. And even some of the smaller stuff. So the cars are going to be stuck behind you to give you more of a legit feel. The car's doing 35, 30 mile an hour. I don't think will affect the game if Giants expand the collisions so they sense you at a further distance. It shouldn't cause any issues at all. Now, I know modders have done that previously, and it did cause issues because they were going fast, but I still think they were going too fast, even extending the collisions and where they see you. Now, we're never going to get back the traffic that we used to have where if you hit into it, it moved like it should in real life. Well, it does in real life. We're never going to get that back. We've asked for it, we're just probably never going to see that again. Hal, with the amount of people that are just burnt out of the game now, God knows what FS21's going to be like in the first place. It seems like Giants may be caring a bit too much for the FSL League and not keeping an eye on the community that, if it doesn't buy the game, puts them out of business. Now, I'm not saying it's going to fail in FS21 by any means. I just think Giants' priorities are probably in the wrong spot right now. Sure, the game's going to get a lot of interest because of the FSL League. I've said my opinions behind closed doors on the FSL League, and I'll share them here now. I think it's a pile of crap. I wish it well, because the people organising it I like. But I don't think Farming Simulator needs an FSL League. I think the majority of the community probably don't have much interest in the FSL League at all. The backbone of the community that keeps the game alive for 2 years are the people who like farming, not stupid leagues and stuff like that. Yes, it's going to get the game out there and advertise it massively, but if you haven't got the core people that are likely to keep your game alive for 2 years, where is it going to be? I've never seen a farming simulator where people have stopped playing it in around 7 months. I've never, I know it's going to be a vocal minority here, but I've never seen so many people stop playing it so quickly. It's a weird one. This isn't the same game as far as people playing it, people modding it, that it used to be. Something's changed, something needs to change. I just hope Giants don't screw it up, because you got to question it. I hope it doesn't. I know within the next few months I probably won't be playing this too much anymore. You guys know that. Once I've got a day job and a normal job, I really won't be doing this too much anymore. I still will do it. I still will give back to the community that gave me so much over these years. I'm not just going to leave cold turkey. I still enjoy doing it. It's just going to change up a lot. But it's in the next 2 years when FS21 comes around, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. I think the game's going to change. Not necessarily the core farming simulator, the community around it. If the whole community changes around it, yeah, it's going to be bad for the game. I'll straight up say it. I don't think it will do good for the game. It will do good for feeding pockets with money, no doubt. But long term, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not one of those people that are going to claim that it's going to do crap, they're losing so many people, it's over, it's ending. Nah, we'll have to wait and see. I do feel there's change going on. I don't feel the change is good. I think the sites have been moved to somewhere that they probably shouldn't have been moved. It started off with the bale stacking for farm corn and stuff like that, which, yeah, I get, it's fun little challenges. Turning it into a sports league with the big boys. Look at the types of games that have been changed into that. Yeah. The games where possibly, and I say possibly because I don't know this to be true, a good chunk of the core players that play this game and keep it alive probably aren't interested in. People who play Farming Simulator generally are interested in farming, or farming and simulators in general. This isn't a simulator, I'll always say that, it's far from a simulator. It's mods that turn it into a simulator. But, I just go back to, I don't know. I really don't know. Be interested to see your guys' thoughts on that, but be nice about it. I don't think I was too harsh. I feel it's not a right move, but I felt that from the very beginning. And it sucks because I know whose baby this is for the FSL League. And he's probably one of the most likeable guys at the damn office. So that's why I hope it works well for him. Anyhoozle, we'll jump into this. We're on soybeans, I didn't realise that, but if the soybean price is going to be good up here, I can just track the grain up here once it's full and just sell it straight away. Go back to what I was just saying there. It'll be really interesting. I know it will never be public and it has no need to be public, but how many people on a daily basis are still playing the game? How bad has it dropped? And as far as the trend goes, in the same month of sort of the same period of time, what was it like in 17 compared to what it is now in 19? I'd be looking at that. And that is the numbers that I'd love to look at right now, is same sort of time frame after the game was released. Was 17 more successful as people still playing it than 19 on all platforms? I don't just mean PC, I don't just mean a specific console, I mean PC and consoles combined sort of thing, maybe. Or look at console, then look at PC separate. Those numbers, I think, would tell a whole story right there. What those numbers could be, I don't even want to guess. I hope positive, but so I'm not even going to sort of say, oh, it's probably this, because we don't know. I don't know. You don't know. We'll probably never know unless Giants come clean on that. But they would never will if it's negative. Sure, I could probably ask someone to see. And I may. Whether I'll put that public, I probably won't. But I think those numbers would tell a big story, what's going on with the game. Alright, so we've got that cedar going, and over here, that's there. This is where we sit around and do ding cool, because we haven't got much to do. Sure, I could swath all of that into rows. Well, not swath it, but probably turn the soybeans into straw bales, but we're good there for now. I've got a crap ton of hay and not that much straw, and I don't have too much more places to put it. This, I think, is completely empty if memory serves. Oh no, it's got some in there at least. So if needs be, I can fill that back up. This bale needs to be shifted. Spitfires are coming over, so I've been on here around 40 minutes or so, figuring stuffs out. We've got nothing where we can use this thing yet. I probably will get rid of it, especially if the stuff like the mirrors and stuff don't work. Just to make sure they don't work. Oh, they are working, they're just really dim. Why are they so dim? Oh, they've been set back too far in the mirrors. I would put money on that. Okay, that's a relative... Oh no, they're black normal. Oh, dang. Well, what have they done? Could it be the tint on the windows? Because there does seem to be a subtle tint on the windows, maybe. Oh, okay, not bad. They work. Take back what I said. It really looked like the mirrors actually weren't working there in that light. So it was so dim. So this tractor, as it sits, is a 360 horse. Where the... Well, that's another thing I don't care for on some stuff. Where you can see the pixelation on machinery here. I don't get what causes it. I don't know if you guys know. I see it on Giants models as well. I just don't understand it. And if you guys don't know what I'm referring to here, Courseplay is going to cover it, but it's right here. You can actually see it under the layer of Courseplay there real clearly. Always wondered that. Anyway, that tractor right there, the blue one, is around 200 horsepower, I think. For being an articulated tractor, relatively low. And I kind of like this. I do like the older articulated tractors. But this thing's huge. In physical size, it is big, so I don't know if I'll keep it around. I do want to use it at least once to see what it's all about. Got a big old Mercedes engine. How true that is, I don't know, because that's a big old engine. This one, it just looks better. The modeling's better on it. It's got detail on it, where this one just seems very bland. Very bland indeed. Compared to, like, you can see rivets, bolts, and the suspension setup and on the chassis here, and you go around the back and there's some more detail. Yeah, sure, you don't need to make it 100% accurate, but like completely smoothed sides, I don't know, I'm pretty sure there'll be some detail back there. I would imagine, I could be wrong. Even on the frame rails here, it's just no detail when there probably would be detail. So we'll have to wait and see. I can straight up say I don't think I'll keep it around long. I really don't. Alright, how's the combine going? It's almost needing emptying, so we'll jump into our truck. And we'll probably cool it on the first unload. That'll be a good spot to end the video. I need to have something to eat. Be streaming on no, actually, it's going to be coming along here on Meadow Grove. I've been actually really thoroughly enjoying that map with the smaller vehicles. Been having a lot of fun with it. So we'll stop this here. I may actually start unloading from there. I don't know where the spout is. Oh, just. Switch that off so I can grab a thumbnail. Alright, that's the thumbnail taken. So I will bid you guys farewell. I hope you have enjoyed. And we'll be back tomorrow on Oakfield Farm just to round off the week of Oakfield, just to keep it simple for me. Next week will be a whole different week, and God knows what will happen then. So until next time, we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.